Yo. Can y'all hear me? Looks like y'all can hear me. All right, so we got some big news coming out of. Oh man, what the hell's wrong with my Jackson? So I'm pretty sure everybody heard about the news of the uh, the mother from Chicago and her son apparently just protecting his mother. And I mean, I get it. It's always like, tough to see somebody lose their life over something so senseless. And that's something that I don't think none of us know or even heard. Like, what was the initial argument in the first place? What was going on? And there's no excuse for what that guy did. I mean, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna pull up the video of exactly what I'm talking about because yeah, he got what he came and got what he was asking for. You threatening a woman who's in there ordering food, minding her business. I mean, again, we don't know what led to that, but I mean, she didn't seem like the type of woman who was just openly trying to disrespect this guy, or I don't know. But let's check out this video because I don't really want to. I'm sorry, I really don't want to like miss any details because it's very complex. It's a very complex situation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen and we're going to check out this interesting situation here. All right.
Began arguing. That's when they say Hood's 14-year-old son came into the restaurant. We've blurred the boy's face because he's a juvenile who's no longer charged with any crime. As he's
I'm so sorry about that.
watching from the doorway, police and witnesses say the man arguing with his mother, identified as Jerry.
Let's rewind
The
that.
Cook County State's Attorney's Office said it was partially new evidence that helped lead them to this decision. Tonight, Carlishia Hood and her son are both out of jail, no longer charged as murderers. And a Chicago activist here in the city says that he believes it was cell phone video that helped lead to this decision.
A violent fight turned deadly shooting at this far South Side hot dog stand is now at the center of a major legal reversal. Police say as Carlishia Hood, seen here in the pink dress, was standing in line late on Sunday, June 18th. She and a man began arguing. That's when they say Hood's 14-year-old son came into the restaurant. We've blurred the boy's face because he's a juvenile who's no longer charged with any crime. As he's watching from the doorway, police and witnesses say the man arguing with his mother, identified as Jeremy Brown, repeatedly punches Carlishia Hood in the head. The violent attack was captured on this cell phone video, which was shared on social media by a local activist and has been viewed more than 32 million times. We froze the video before the impact of the punch. Police say as his mother's being hit, Hood's 14-year-old son fired his gun repeatedly at Brown, shooting him in the back. Police say Brown ran out, and the mother and son did too, with the son still shooting.
No one else in the establishment did anything. And so once he saw his mother being severely, you know, hit, he took action.
The two surrendered to police and were later charged with felony first-degree murder. Today, the Cook County State's Attorney dropped those charges, saying in a statement that, quote, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof. ABC 7 legal analyst Gil Sofer explains.
The state, once they got a hold of this video, saw what the defense would be, and that defense would be self-defense, because now that the defense has a claim, a very strong one, it seems, that the shooter was acting in defense of his mother, who was being pummeled by an assailant. That's a pretty hard case to bring on murder charges.
We did reach out to Carlishia Hood.
All right, so according to the legal expert, the prosecutors saw the case as, unwinnable once the video surfaced and it went viral on social media, and they got so much backlash for, charging this woman and her son for murder. Now, the funny thing is this, right? Not even 48 hours after she was released from prison, she filed a lawsuit against the Cook County prosecutors. I don't know if it's the district, or she's probably just suing the city for arresting her and her son for what happened to them. Now, the funny thing is this, right? I could show y'all a video where something eerily similar happened. Like, eerily similar happened. And hold on, let me share that video. Let me share that video real fast. All right. What we're going to do is share this screen. All right, yeah, let's share this one.
Before officers caught up with him.
Action News reporter Jacqueline Lee live now at
Let's rewind
Garden Pizza Shop. Philadelphia police say a teenager took matters into his own hands as a would-be robber attacked his mother inside.
Detectives say the teenager shot the man, who then managed to make it a few blocks away before officers caught up with him.
Action News reporter Jacqueline Lee live now outside the Bold Pizza Shop in Spring Garden with the latest from investigators. Jacqueline.
Brian and Sarah, actually the owner of the shop did not want to make any sort of comment or speak on camera, but here you can see that a cleaning crew did just arrive. They are disinfecting the store. Now, sources do tell us that the boy's mother was behind the register when that attempted robber came in and started to strangle her. That's when her son jumped into action. A 14-year-old boy shot an alleged attempted robber in the face on Thursday night in an effort to protect his parent, according to police.
I think most people would do that in that situation, to protect someone that they love, when they're being threatened so violently.
On Thursday, just after 9:45 p.m., police responded to a call about an attempted robbery in progress at Bold Pizza, a new pizza shop at the corner of 15th and Spring Garden.
I knew something popped off out here because the SUVs or the cop cars, they were just zooming back and forth.
When officials arrived, they discovered a large amount of blood on the floor, front counter, and tables. An employee told police that a man entered, forcefully reached over the counter, and tried to take money from the register. The employee and the attempted robber started struggling, with the robber beginning to strangle the victim. Police say the victim's 14-year-old son grabbed a gun from under the counter and shot the suspect one time in the face.
I am very proud, and it's kind of sad that a 14-year-old had to shoot the suspect, but it was quick thinking, and I'm glad that they were able to catch the person so fast.
Officers then followed a blood trail from the pizza shop to the subway entrance around the corner.
They located a shooting victim, a 33-year-old male, shot one time in his face. He was bleeding heavily.
Officials say the man matched the description of the pizza shop suspect. They also believe he took part in an attempted robbery that occurred at a CVS 2 blocks away.
I think it's really kind of an insane situation just to think that it's so right around your neighborhood.
And as for that CVS armed robbery, police say that did involve 3 male suspects. They believe once that.
All right, so if y'all caught that story, right? They claim that the robber was strangling the mother and the son grabbed the gun from underneath the counter and shot him in the face. Now, this suspect actually survived, but the video of the actual incident tells a different story, you see? And I get it, it wouldn't look right if there was a child holding a gun and shooting the would-be robber at the age of 14. Why is this young man carrying a gun? But again, in the Chicago case, they were initially charged with murder. A similar situation, but I want to show y'all the video of, the young man pulling a gun out and shooting the would-be robber. Now I want to rewind that. I think we need to rewind that because, and let me put it up on the big screen also. Let me put it up on the big screen because according to the reports, the kid grabbed the gun from underneath the counter. All right, so we see the guy. He looked like he's paying for food, right? The millisecond she opens up the counter, he reaches over there to grab more money. Did it look like that child grabbed that gun from underneath the counter? Hold on, let's do this, right? Because we can actually slow this video down. Let's slow the video down just a little bit and see what we could come up with. All right, so we see the kid right here. He's over here. He never grabs underneath the counter. It looked like he's reaching for his gun in his waistband. Finally gets it out, pow, shoots him in the face. Now, I live in the city of Philadelphia. I can tell y'all right now, there was never a question as to why was the 14-year-old son carrying around a loaded handgun. And the funny thing is right, this video comes from the New York Post. It's not coming from a Philadelphia media. Because the Philadelphia media really didn't want Philadelphia to see this video. You saw the news clip. That news clip, the first news clip about this pizzeria shooting was from a Philadelphia media, Action News. Now, to be fair, they did wind up releasing the video in the Philadelphia media a few days after. But they really didn't want us to see this because you could have questioned that. Like, yo, why was he carrying the gun? The gun wasn't under the counter like they reported it was. Did we see the robber strangle the mother? Or was he grabbing for the register? Let's check it out. It's a pretty brazen act also. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, why would you give her money only to try to reach into the register? Wow. So again, I don't think the robber ever touched the mother, like the news report said. The news report said that the robber was strangling the victim's mother. Now, don't get this twisted. I'm not in any way saying that what the kid did was wrong or anything. I actually applaud it. He was protecting his mother. He was protecting his business. But do you see the clear contradiction here? This is a clear case of the law working for a certain group of people one way and the law working for a certain group of people the other way. And it's not just the law, it's also the media. Like, I live in the city of Philadelphia. There was never a question of the parents or the business owners ever facing any charges. Nothing. It was pretty much a situation where they said, thank you for taking out the garbage. And I don't disagree with it. But what I disagree with is the fact, and I understand Illinois, Chicago, two different jurisdictions, two different laws, two different ways of handling things. The bottom line is this: the mother should have never been charged. The son should have never been charged. If you look at the video, of when the son shot the suspect, because they had a camera angle, you could see the young man, he pretty much had the same reaction as this young man in the pizza store, fumbling around in his hoodie, trying to cock the gun back and shoot the person. Yeah, it was kind of similar. You got to think, there are two 14-year-olds. They're probably thinking on the same level. They're probably reacting the way any 14-year-old would be in that situation. At least any 14-year-old with enough heart to shoot a gun. But one family was not villainized in no way whatsoever. Not even, it wasn't even a question. It wasn't even a question here in Philly as to, was they wrong for what they did. But I'm also hearing some stuff on social media about the mother filing this lawsuit. Now, what I want to do is I want to let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and I want to I'm sorry, y'all. I'm working off of a brand new laptop, and the buttons are a lot stiffer than my last laptop. But let me share this other screen right here. Let's see. This right here. All right. Let me see. Did I add it? Nope. I don't want to make the same mistake twice. All right. We got it up and running right now. Now the mother son.
I also want to acknowledge everyone who has been impacted in any way. To everyone who has supported Ms. Hood and her family through this trying time, we thank you. Yesterday, criminal charges of first-degree murder were dismissed against Ms. Hood and her 14-year-old son, rightfully so. Now that she is free, we think it is important that her story is told and that she is heard.
Now, before we go along and, hear her out, it's crazy because I'm hearing a lot of people say that this is a mistake. She shouldn't have been suing the city right away. She just got her charges dropped the day before, and, they could always come back and hit her with voluntary manslaughter on the back end. See, that's the mentality that we got to get out of. You see, we don't have to sit around and wait and see what they're about to do. No, sometimes you got to get on the offense. So the best defense is a good offense sometimes. The prosecutors made their move, and they made a bad move by arresting her. So she's supposed to just sit back and let everything die out, let bygones be bygones, and probably on the 1 year and 11th month decide to file a lawsuit because you got up to 2 years to file this lawsuit. Why should she have to wait? They wasted no time arresting her and her son. And what mistake is she making? If prosecutors want to charge her still, they're still going to charge her. We so worried about not pissing off Massa. Like, are you that in line? Are you that in check? You don't have to be in check like that, dude. You really don't. At some point, you got to start pushing back. Get on offense. The prosecutors made their mistake. All right, now it's her move. She's supposed to just fall back and let things die out? No. Take control of the situation. Obviously, the prosecutors is on their back heels. Because first of all, they overcharged her. They gave her first-degree murder and a clear case of self-defense. Even if they wanted to run buck wild and say, oh, a crime was committed here, it wasn't first-degree murder. That was not premeditated. They went there to pick up food. They wasn't going there to kill nobody. An incident happened and somebody got shot. That wasn't premeditated. But again, if y'all go back to some of my other live streams about the woman in Florida that killed her neighbor, and Twiz ENT was talking about prosecutors really only charge you for charges that they know they could prosecute you on. And I told y'all then, it's a lie. That's my very last live stream from today. Y'all go back to just one. Y'all just got to go back to one live stream and hear me talk about this 2 weeks ago. That's not how it works. Not with everybody. They put you in an uphill battle. And I'm telling y'all, if social media did not blow this video up, if they did not blow this situation up, she'd probably still be in jail. You think they dropped those charges because they figured it was the right thing to do? Let me tell you something, right? If you believe that, then you don't know the process of how the law works. See, the investigators, they gather up the evidence. They take it to the prosecutors. The prosecutors then decide whether or not there's enough evidence to charge them with the crime. And after that, you're not gonna get a second chance to review those charges until your preliminary hearing. So not only did the investigators collect the evidence, present it to the prosecutors, but the prosecutors decided to charge them for murder. So just a couple of days ago, there was no mistakes made. They didn't see. Now, of course, they're going to say new emergent evidence. You don't think they had access to those security cameras? You mean to tell me that one cell phone video that went viral was a deciding factor? Are you serious? So this establishment, this food and beverage restaurant establishment, didn't capture everything that's going on. They only showed you the one angle from the security cameras where the son is pulling the gun out. So I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to think about that right there. Because that's the only store surveillance that you're seeing. When that man is beating on that woman, yeah, the security cameras conveniently wasn't showing that. So that right there should tell y'all, yeah, they was trying to get away with one. And she has every right to sue them.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carlishia, Carlishia,
HIA. Here's what I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested. I am thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the case. I am also thankful to have my son with me and by my side, and also his charges being dismissed. I thank my family for supporting me and the people all over the world. The people did not play. Yeah. And I just thank God everything was revealed. And just everybody who has been praying and rooting for us, I just thank God for them. That did not go unnoticed. You are all not forgotten. And we are praying for all the families affected by this horrible tragedy. I am now in the process of healing and putting my family's life back together. During this trying time, we ask if, we can please have space to rest and recover from this life-altering situation, and that you all continue to keep us in your prayers. In the near future, I will be able to respond to outpouring of support. Again, I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
You could hear the emotions in her voice. You could just hear how she felt. And again, she thanked the people. She thanked the people of social media because trust me, they played a huge role in her being free today. Her being able to immediately sue for being arrested for, I mean, like you gotta feel her pain. And trust me, there's gonna be people out there that disagree with not just her being let free, but her also suing the city right away. I've heard it already. I've heard it. But my God, like, what is she supposed to wait for? Was she supposed to just, take it on the chin? I don't understand. I don't understand that logic right there. That's like the worst logic that I've heard in a long time. That worries me for real, for real. That makes me think that they really got us in check. We are in line. We fell in line a long time ago. That you are afraid not only to defend yourself, but you're also afraid to fight back against a system that's clearly rigged against you. It's clearly rigged against you. I just showed y'all a video where a similar incident, just like this, happened. A similar incident, just like this, happened. And they made sure that we're not going to put all of that out there.
That's it. Yeah, I know.
It's all right, Carly. It's all right, baby. You're strong. You're strong.
Oh, Jesus.
You're strong. You got this. God bless you. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Attorney Brandon Brown. That's Brandon, last name Brown, Brown. This morning, we filed a 4-count complaint on behalf.
It is a little refreshing. We don't see Benjamin Crump up there. I feel a sigh of relief that Benjamin Crump is not sitting up here just milking every opportunity he has to chase an ambulance. I'm very, very refreshed to see a new face in the front of, justice for Black people in America.
Behalf of Carlishia Hood. This complaint is being filed against the city of Chicago. and the defendant officers who were responsible for her arrest. The complaint contains counts of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Um, we do not take what happened to Ms. Hood lightly, and we intend to pursue this lawsuit, and there will be additional lawsuits forthcoming. Uh, I want to add that Ms. Hood and myself, we are we recognize that there has been a life lost, and so we are praying for the family of this man who lost his life. I don't want that to be forgotten. We appreciate that lives were affected by this incident, and so we don't want to dilute or diminish that. However, Ms. Hood and her son, we believe were wrong, and we intend to pursue that. Um, Ms. Hood is not going to be answering any direct questions. Uh, Myself and Attorney Williams will be answering a limited number of questions. However, once Ms. Hood has time, and keep in mind that Ms. Hood was just released yesterday afternoon, and so she needs time. But once she is,
They took action right away. That's what I'm talking about. Take action. Take action, man. We ain't got time to be sitting up here playing these games, man. All that, you going at the money too soon. No, she's not. Sometimes you gotta really show these people that you're not playing with them. I'm all for them going right after them. I'm all for it. Because now the ball is on your court, and you could definitely run buck wild on them. You got the public behind you. Right now is the perfect time to strike. I don't listen. I don't want to bring up other people's videos and their breakdowns because if I go against them, they might feel a little butthurt and try to flag my channel and all that. I ain't got time for all that. But trust me, it's all over social media. It don't not just on YouTube. You can go on Instagram, TikTok, all that, and you will hear people making the silliest breakdowns on why she should not be pursuing a lawsuit this soon. Well, they could always charge you with manslaughter. Okay. You think they not going to do that because she's suing them now? Some dude said, I will wait at least 1 year. What? So you're going to give prosecutors 1 year to build a solid case that they know they could prosecute, right? Like how dumb is that? Now you got see this is the thing. This is why this is a good move. Because now prosecutors got to take in hand that, okay, if we charge her again and she's found not guilty, how big of a settlement would she get? Because remember, she only spent maybe 1 or 2 nights in jail. Yeah, there's some time. But imagine if they rearrest her for this and she got to spend months in jail because she can't afford a bail, or she got to pay all these legal fees for defense attorneys. I mean, more than likely somebody would take the case pro bono just to make a name for themselves. But overall, right, for somebody to say she should at least waited 1 year, do you realize that anywhere between 1 to 5 years, they could still charge you? You only got 2 years to file a lawsuit, but the law, criminal law, some cases they got up to 2 years. Some federal laws they got up to 5 years to charge you. Why wait for them to build the case? Maybe some other evidence will come up in the prosecution's favor. You should at least hit them while they're on the rope, shouldn't you?
able to process and reconnect with her family, she will present herself again, and we will make her available, but not right now. We're asking that you give her space. We understand that there have been a number of people going to her home, attempting to contact her at her home. We also recognize that there have been things going on in the World Wide Web that may not necessarily be genuine or without malice.
Yes.
And so we would ask each and every one of you out there to keep this family in your prayers, protect this family.
Yeah.
I think we know who he's talking about. He talking about the same people I'm talking about. People say things for shock value, and I get it. They say things for real shock value because they want to sound smart or they want to act like they know something, right? But it's all for clicks and views. I get it. It's all for clicks and views. Trust me, I'm not going to knock that hustle. But think about the message that you're sending. You know, because that's the only thing that really motivated me to do this live stream. I kept hearing different perspectives, and I understand people's perspective. I understand that not everybody's the same. And I don't even feel obligated to have to really correct anybody because I could be wrong myself in a lot of cases. But this just feels like the right move to make. Yeah, she just got released less than 24 hours prior to that, and she's already going after what some people will consider a payday. But what will really be the difference from now to a year? What will really be the difference here? You know, because in my opinion, she was wrongfully charged. She was wrongfully arrested. I mean, sometimes you got to put people in their place. Think about this. She was charged with first degree murder for a case that clearly wasn't first degree. That was not premeditated. We could all sit here and collectively agree, especially since the prosecutors dropped the charges of first degree murder, that that situation was not a first degree murder situation. It wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't premeditated. And some people will claim that it was self-defense. I believe it was self-defense. Some people won't look at it that way. But can we all collectively agree that it wasn't first degree murder? All right. And again, like I said, you go back to one live stream prior, and that's what they do. They will overcharge people. Why not put them in check? Why not make sure that they're not overcharging people from the rip? A criminal case is really hard to fight if you're fighting uphill. Especially, you got all these charges over. All right, you're not guilty of this, you're not guilty of that, but you are guilty of this. You never even had the opportunity to really fight for your freedom because you're fighting charges that the prosecutors know wouldn't stick. So just like that little old lady in Florida who shot her neighbor, and she was miraculously only charged for manslaughter. Shot her right through the door. Lady knocked on her door and she shot her right through the door. Different strokes for different folks.
Protect this family, and I have good reason to believe that they need protection. And with that, we would open it up to any questions.
Who is the suit filed?
The lawsuit was filed this morning.
Where?
In the Circuit Court of Cook County.
And legal argument, I mean, presumably police went to the state's attorney's office for felony review for this case.
That is correct.
Got that approved. So
Well,
what would the legal argument be that police shouldn't have arrested?
Well, that'll be something that we'll address in the near future. But that'll be something that we'll address in the near future.
I know you've addressed it in the lawsuit though, so.
Can you talk a little bit about this, the way this played out? So the police had put out some video of her to turn herself in. So with that said, the police would have had to have seen her get hurt or beaten at that point. So then there's this time in between that and this viral video where we're hearing from the state's attorney, more evidence was presented over the weekend. We assume that that's the viral video, but we also know that police had some kind of video in their possession to even put out a picture or an image of her to turn herself.
And what did I say? What did I say? That store got all the video surveillance that they need. The store had all the video surveillance they need. Yeah, the viral video brought it from a different angle. Some would even say a different perspective because we really don't know how the whole thing started. We really don't know how the whole thing ended because we only heard the one shot. You know, a lot of people are afraid to post the whole video. You know what I'm saying? But the reporter asked an intelligent question. The police had all this evidence from the rip. What made them charge her?
So is the crux of this that there was a rush to charge? There was. Can you kind of explain that?
Yes, it was an obvious rush to judgment. And
But they would have seen this video and seen her being beaten. So
Absolutely.
I mean, right?
Absolutely.
Why find no fault with the state's attorney's office in terms of charging her?
well, again, we want to thank State's Attorney Kim Fox for doing the right thing and dismissing the charges.
Y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all caught that or not, but apparently the report is going a step further. They're only suing Cook County, but they're not going after the state's attorney, who's Kim Fox, by the way. Kim Fox is famously known for the Jussie Smollett situation, the R. Kelly situation. I don't even know how she still has a job in Chicago, to be honest with you. I really don't. But nevertheless, at this point, I guess the lawyer wants this is their way of giving the city the I guess the state's attorney's office, they're giving them a little bit of leniency because they're only going at the Cook County. They're not going after the state prosecutor's office. So all those people that's out there like, man, the prosecutors is going to feel some type of way. They might got a sidebar deal worked out. But, you know, some people won't think that. They don't understand war tactics.
With respect to our complaint, it is a legally viable complaint. It is rooted in the law. We understand that the concerns that people may have about the process, and we certainly share those concerns. But right now, I think it's short-sighted to take that direction, and we will, upon further investigation, we may be able to better answer that question.
So what do you believe the police did in her case if you were to spell it out?
Right, it's in our complaint, and so we have copies here of the complaint.
Can you say it on camera?
Yeah.
What did the police do when they took her into custody? What did they do?
That's what they did. They wrongfully arrested her, and I don't want to go into great detail, but you don't have to be a lawyer to appreciate and recognize that when a woman is violently attacked by a man, an unarmed woman, that she shouldn't be arrested. And if any one of you were to replace Carlishia Hood with your mother, with your sister, with your daughter, if your mother or sister or daughter were attacked in a restaurant when she's trying to order a cheeseburger, would you expect that she would be arrested? What would you do in that situation? And so if anyone can draw any other logical conclusion from that other than that she should not be arrested, I think you understand where our lawsuit is coming from and what it's rooted in.
Why not? When there's no defending what the deceased did before the shooting, but when that altercation is happening, why not leave rather than text your son to come into the restaurant?
So we're not going to answer that. We're not going to answer that question. That'll be something that'll come out later.
And I know
this fool just asked, why didn't she just leave? You know, if people can't be serious, you know, like You think she was just able to just walk out of that situation? She's backed in the corner. Dude got his fist balled up. He's shouting down demands, and he think that he about to get one off. Who else is she supposed? Is she supposed to call Ghostbusters? She called her son. She called her next of kin, the one person, the one probably the only person that knows her in that restaurant. And he said, well, why didn't she just walk away? He wouldn't say that about George Zimmerman. Why not just call the police and let them handle this young black man walking through this apartment complex that you don't recognize? He managed to follow him to the point where Trayvon thought, like, yo, this dude's trying to kidnap me. But again, the law works different for certain people. It don't work the same for all of us. And one last thing, I appreciate the lawyer, just shutting that. We're not even going to answer that question. Don't dignify this dude's ignorance with a response, because obviously he's ignorant.
Sorry.
Why did Ms. Hood leave the scene but not speak to police?
So there's video of this, right? So we don't have to go into great detail. There's video that goes over the actual attack and how it transpired, right? So again, as Brandon said, if you put yourself and you see how fast everything happened, I think you can draw a reasonable inference to that question.
And sister, I don't even know why you had to explain that to this asshole. This dude. I mean, listen, not everybody grew up in certain type of neighborhoods or been in certain type of situations, but the way she articulated it was correct. Everything happened so fast. People, hindsight is really 2020 out here. When you think you could just cleverly come up with a way of getting yourself out of this situation, but clearly forget to think about you weren't in that situation. You weren't there. You weren't. It's easy to sit up here and say, well, at this point, she could have just walked out the door. She probably thinking like, yo, I can't get away. Like, I'm stuck. The door is that way, and the only thing between me and that door is this man who's already threatened to punch me in the face. So we could look at any video, not just that. We could look at any video on social media and say what somebody could have, should have, or would have done. But you wasn't there. You don't know what the person is thinking. See, what I like to do is I like to look at somebody's intent, right? Her intentions was to go there and order, like the brother said. She went there to order a cheeseburger. She didn't go there on the intention of killing nobody. How do you know she was texting her son? Like, come on, man. Come on, we can't allow people to try to flip the switch and just completely change the narrative. And again, I'm no legal expert. I'm not a lawyer or nothing, but like the young lady just stated, everything's happening so fast. You see the video. The brother said before her, put yourself in that situation. Put your mother in that situation. Would have simply just told your mother, hey, mom, just walk out while she's getting punched in her face? He probably would have just stood there.
What would your answer be to that question?
My answer is to look at the video surrounding it. It's clear. It's clear how
why is he pressing her? Like why? Like, what is your agenda, dude? What is your agenda? Are you trying to make excuses for how the situation got handled? Like, I just don't understand this logic here. The brother already said he wasn't going to answer the question. Like, and this again, this is, another case of, people just really trying to overstep their boundaries. We don't got to give in. We don't. We're not even going to answer that question. Next question. She shouldn't even be explaining none of this. Not at all.
You see an argument. You see everything on the video. I mean, I'm not saying anything that you aren't seeing. And so you see how it transpired from this to this to this in an instant. And an individual that goes in there that don't know, that didn't plan for this to happen, that had no want for this to happen. There's many things that can go through that individual's mind. And her state of mind, I can't tell you that right now, but we're asking you to look at it from a viewer and to come up with a reasonable inference. And yeah, we have a lawsuit pending.
Ms. Williams,
and things were going over in the lawsuit.
what was the fight over?
Nothing. She was beaten for nothing.
Well, of course, I mean, nothing would.
But it wasn't a fight.
Was that?
It just wasn't a fight.
Did he start the conversation with her? Was he telling her to get out of line? I mean, we pick up a little bit of what happened, but I guess a lot of people are trying to figure out how did it build up to him hitting her?
Miss Hood doesn't even understand how it built up. It was unnecessary. It was a vicious attack for no reason.
I think that's the question you need to ask the police. There's video surveillance of this shit. Y'all just upset that y'all only got to see what y'all saw on TikTok or YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you were a real reporter, go to the restaurant and ask for a copy of the surveillance of that night. That's what a real journalist would do. Up here asking, they filed the civil lawsuit. You think she going to say, yeah, well, he wanted to cut in line? Like, no. So y'all could go back and pick apart the facts? Nah. If you want to get the facts, you go there, you get it, and you come up with your own. Like, yeah, let's do it that way. The less you say now, the less they can use against you in the future.
Yes, I would like to know, you said that there might be some other charges in the future. I was wondering, the excessive bond, $3 million, a definite rush to judgment, and there was a number of other kind of charges, manslaughter, second-degree murder, all kinds of charges. I just find that very difficult to wrap my brain about any of this, especially for a person who has a clean record. I mean, she didn't have all these criminal charges that the other, that kind of bail. I'm just wondering, what was the state's attorney thinking? What was the judge thinking when they could just come up with something so ridiculous? $3 million.
I mean, listen, y'all. I broke it down earlier. I broke down the process when I said investigators got to go to investigators got to go to the prosecutors. Prosecutors then got to see if it's enough to charge this person. Then they got to take it to a judge and they got to do an arraignment. A belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people to sit up here and say, like, this is too soon. No, it's not. Her getting arrested was too soon. It just didn't get. It just wasn't no he say she say thing going on. No, they got surveillance. They probably got some witnesses. Most people try not to talk to the police, but there's a lot of people out here that's ready to start snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't just some, one person made a bad decision. No, a lot of people made the decision to arrest her and put a $3 million bail on her and her son's head. It's a system, a broken system that only works for certain people.
They don't get $3 million when they mow down 9 people in a church. So these other people, I've heard, because I haven't seen the video, only the snippets that's been on TV, but I've heard people talking about extra security in that store. If you're the next person in line, you're giving your money to somebody, and that person that you gave the money to, what was wrong with him that he could accept your money? He can't say, hey, look, guys, we got a line here.
I think the overall answer to your question, there are many things that were rushed in this case. There are many things that shouldn't have happened, and we agree with that. And we're thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the charge and that she is now free. She doesn't have to worry about posting that $3 million bail, and she doesn't have to worry about those charges.
Yeah, I had a question back there. First, thank you for doing this. For you, I know this healing process is going to start, and you guys can answer this, but I know she's not going to speak. But like, the community was wondering. You see this on social media. Everybody's saying, what's next? Is 14-year-olds going to get therapy? Like, what's happening? I know it's only a day since you've been out, but if you guys can get into that, and then also, people are concerned about, retaliation, things like that. With all of this happening, what do you say to that?
Well, as far as the family getting help, we don't want to go into that, but I can assure you that they will be getting help and assistance. And we have received countless contacts for people wanting to help. So thank you for that question. As far as the threats and retaliation, that have been going out, we are aware of those threats. And again, as we talked about it earlier, we're asking that you keep this family in prayer. We're asking that this family be prayed for, that they be protected. I think one of the things that I don't want to fail to mention is the number of people in this community, in our community, throughout the city of Chicago, fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, grandfathers, they are with this family. And I strongly and I truly believe that this community is going to protect this family. And so any threats being made against this family is being made against the entire city of Chicago and the entire Black community. And so while we're praying for the family and we understand that people are hurt, I think it should be noted. And
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Ain't shit. What's up with you, bro?
Alhamdulillah, good, bro. How you been? How's everybody?
Everybody's good.
Give me
man.
1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Known that this community, this city has stood up for this family and stood up for this woman and her son. I don't want to go too deep and say the wrong thing. But should the fathers and sons of our community, of the Black community, come together, it's a sleeping giant. And so I know we have many members from the church community here. We are, again, we join everyone in prayer. But we will pray for those who would threaten harm against our brothers and sisters.
I'm telling y'all, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy that this isn't Benjamin Crunk sitting up there trying to, just chase an ambulance. I'm ecstatic to see a fresh face representing our people. What's going on, Muslim?
All right, brother. Okay, so did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Man, my man was wilding out, man.
Yeah, he was wilding, bro. And did you? I don't know if how early you caught the live stream, but did you see the video of a similar incident that I was just playing, or did you just get here?
Oh, 1 second, 1 second. I'm good.
My man Muslim, he busy doing something, y'all. I don't know what he
Okay,
doing.
yeah. I just because I'm screaming. I don't want to scream in the thing. No, I
Yeah.
didn't see. I didn't see it. No.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna keep this video paused. I want to show you something, right? Because
Okay, go ahead.
it's a similar incident. I think I told T Pre about it yesterday, and like it's like it happened here in Philly, and they made sure not to charge him, and they actually lied about it too. They lied. The initial report was that the kid got the gun from underneath the counter, but I'm gonna show you this video, and I want you to tell me, did the kid get it from underneath the counter, or did he get it from underneath his waist? This happened a year ago too. Can you see it on the screen?
No.
Hold on, let me see. I gotta add it to the stream. All right,
Yeah,
there it
yeah. Now I
goes.
can see it.
All right,
I'm just gonna make it a little bigger.
let me see. All right,
Oh, I've seen this before.
this happened in Philly.
Oh
Young
wow.
boy got it from his waist. Did he pull the gun from his waist?
I don't remember. Let me keep it. Yeah, he pulled it from his waist.
Right, pulled it from his waist. Cause I
Rewind it
thought I
real
was
quick.
rewind it.
Just real quick. I think. What
I
time was
got
it?
it in slow mo too.
Okay, good, good. I think it was.
I got it in slow mo.
Okay, well,
You
my
paying
man, he's
for it?
all the way.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there he is. He's right there, right?
That's the dude that's right. That's the dude that tries to
Okay, there he
rob.
is.
There
Okay,
you
he's
go,
right
right
here.
there.
Him, right there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, his waist. His
His waist.
waist. He just pulled it right from his right there. There you go. See? Boom. He
Right.
pulled it from his waist and he just glocked it and shot him.
All right. Now I want you this is what I want you to hear though. I want you to hear the initial. I want you to hear the initial report about this, John. It's right here. I'm gonna let this ad run its course.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you still see it on the screen?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I got it in full screen.
All right.
Following
Well,
the
hold on, hold
latest on a
on.
violent
I forgot I got it in
ordeal
slow
that
mo. I got it in slow motation.
Okay.
Let me put it
Yeah,
back to
just
normal.
yeah, there you go. Oh, 25?
Call came in just after 11 o'clock.
Yeah, no, because I was slowing down. You saw how I showed you the young boy pull the gun out of his waist.
Yes.
Only reason why.
following the
Watch
latest
this.
on a violent ordeal that played out in a Spring Garden
Watch how they
pizza
describe
shop.
it. Watch how they
Philadelphia
describe
police
it
say a
happen.
teenager took matters into his own hands as a would-be robber attacked his mother inside.
Detectives say the teenager shot the man, who then managed to make it a few blocks away before officers caught up with him.
Action News reporter Jacqueline Lee live now outside the Bold Pizza Shop in Spring Garden with the latest from investigators. Jacqueline.
Brian and Sarah, actually the owner of the shop did not want to make any sort of comment or speak on camera, but here you can see that a cleaning crew did just arrive. They are disinfecting the store. Now, sources do tell us that the boy's mother was behind the register when that attempted robber came in and started to strangle her. That's when her son jumped into action.
Yo, did you see the dude strangle the mother?
Now he was reaching for the register, but he's like pushing her away. I don't know what was she doing there. Was that I couldn't tell if that was a woman or a man, but what's she
No,
doing
that
there?
was a. Well, again, they in a pizzeria, so the
No,
mother,
but
she
she
was
was like
working the cash register.
right. She's trying to fight him off. Just
Right,
back up. Let him take the money and go. Like what the
right,
hell?
but again, this is the initial. The video came out afterwards. This is the initial report. The initial report was that the dude was strangling the mother, and the little boy grabbed the gun from the 14-year-old, same age as the one in Chicago,
Uh,
grabbed the gun from underneath the counter, then shot him. But I just showed you the video. That's not how it happened. But I'm gonna
yeah,
let this video play.
yeah.
A 14-year-old boy shot an alleged attempted robber in the face on Thursday night in an effort to protect his parent, according to police.
I think most people would do that in that situation, to protect someone that they love, when they're being threatened so violently.
On Thursday, just after 9:45 p.m., police responded to a call about an attempted robbery in progress at Bold Pizza, a new pizza shop at the corner of 15th and Spring Garden.
I knew something popped off out here because the SUVs or the cop cars, they were just zooming back and forth.
When officials arrived, they discovered a large amount of blood on the floor, front counter, and tables. An employee told police that a man entered, forcefully reached over the counter, and tried to take money from the register. The employee and the attempted robber started struggling, with the robber beginning to strangle the victim. Police say the victim's 14-year-old son grabbed a gun from under the counter and shot the suspect one time in the face.
I am very proud, and it's kind of sad that a 14-year-old had to shoot the suspect, but it was quick thinking, and I'm glad that they were able to catch the person so fast.
Officers then followed a blood trail from the pizza shop to the subway entrance around the corner.
They located.
All right, so again, you saw the video, right? And you heard
Yeah,
the
yeah,
description.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's,
See, the
it's
mother,
it's like night and day.
yeah, the mother wasn't in. She wasn't in. Well, he's robbing her, so they don't know. We just looking at this from
Right,
after,
right,
but at the
right.
moment,
No, but right,
yeah. See, like,
you
look
see
right
it,
here.
right?
Okay, look, he's starting to reach over, right? Once he starts to reach over, and look, you don't know what that man behind him is going to do too, right? Okay,
Right,
so
right.
okay, that dude ain't doing nothing for him. Okay, so yeah, she was never in danger. She's over here holding the. So he got up and left after that.
Yeah, he got up and left after that, bro.
Damn,
He
he
made it a
shot.
few blocks away too.
He shot him
He
in
made
the
it a few blocks
face.
away.
And look,
Right.
that kid ain't got no. I mean, why? Look. Wait, where's he strangling? No, they're just tussling for the register. Why she holding on to
That's
the
what I feel.
register, bro?
Yeah, let that paper
Then
go. You know, man.
let it go. He's gonna turn around. My man could shoot him in the back. But you see, these are they scared, bro. They scared. You understand?
No, I
Like
mean,
if
listen, I get it too. I get it. No, listen, bro. If I think the kid was a hero, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go on record and say, yo, I don't this. You know what I'm saying? But under
he
the
shot him
laws
twice.
of the land, under the laws of the land, right? Under the laws of the land, they say that a 14-year-old shouldn't be holding a gun in his waistband and shooting somebody that a would-be robber of his store because that was his family store. You know what I'm saying? That's him, his mom, and his pop. So he's protecting what's his. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right. I hear you, but he is. See, this is where it's at now. What's precedent? What you take? What you let him break that law? You know what I'm saying? He's not supposed to have that gun on him. Now
right,
it's supposed that's the why they said that's why they said that he grabbed it from underneath the counter to cover his
right,
head. Right,
right,
right. But it was on his waist. It easily
mhm,
we seen it was on his waist.
right.
So if you go back, the other one was similar. Okay.
Exactly similar.
Yes.
They had the same reaction. They had the little fumble, with the gun at first because you could tell they both was probably scared. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
the other kid, he looked like he was scared, bro. Nah.
no, he had a little struggle getting it out of his hoodie at first. But you might be right. He wasn't scared. He was on go.
I think he
But
was looking. He was just looking around, like what I'm saying. He kept staring and staring. And once I think it popped off, he just took the gun out. He started bucking him. Then look, he came outside, right, and still
uh,
followed them. And then the mom was trying to take the gun from him, right.
uh,
So I'm just going by what I saw. Now
right,
they're saying that she said shoot the girlfriend too, but let's just put that aside. I don't. Let's say that ain't happened. Maybe she was probably stopping him, right, from
mhm,
keep shooting him. I don't know, but she did try to take the gun from him, and he tussled it away. He let her take it, and then he still like looked down to see where the dude was at.
right.
So there, now look, the other one, he's punching her hard,
Yeah,
bro.
he punching her.
Yeah, like he's treating her like a man, bro. That's
Right.
nah, man.
That
Nah,
was crazy. That's
yeah, that's
crazy.
that. Yeah, you don't know what could happen there. He could break, like something. You don't know. He could have knocked her out, hit the floor. That's it. She's in the coma.
So
So no, that I understand. But here's the
right.
thing, though. she has a carrier permit, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, and she's traveling, right? Now, again, what you take, you let the kid break the law to save her life? Yes. I'm glad that that happened. But
But
it, it
I'm gonna need you to break this down too, because you brought up a good point. She's carrying, she's licensed to carry, and
yeah,
she's traveling.
yes.
Now, for first degree murder, because for all of y'all that don't know, because we're on a different platform over here, people don't know that you're a bail bondsman. This
Mhm.
we're talking to. This is my man. I know him for a year or two now. He's a former bail bondsman. Now, first degree murder, right? It has to be determined that it was predetermined. It was planned out. That's like the basic grounds for first degree murder. Am I correct?
Uh, well, it's not premeditated murder. It's not premeditated first degree or capital first. It depends what law. I mean, what city you are. Like
Right,
Texas,
right, right,
capital
right.
murder is 25 life. But
What,
here
what I'm
they're
trying
going
to
to charge you. They're going to
right,
charge you with
right,
what they can. But it's not premeditated. No,
right.
it's
But
first degree. Yeah.
what I'm trying to get to is this, right?
Uh,
Somebody that's licensed to carry and they walk into a food establishment, but they leave the gun in the car. Does that sound like someone that's looking to kill somebody?
no, that's negligence actually.
Right.
Yeah.
So for real, she's just going in there to get her food. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She's not going in there with any intent to kill nobody. She left her gun
Nobody.
in the car. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the prosecutors, the prosecutors hit her with first degree murder charges and a $3 million bail.
Yeah.
At best, would a prosecutor shouldn't a prosecutor at least have charged her for like manslaughter or third degree murder or something like that?
Well, here it is. In the beginning, you know how they always charge you, hit you with the book charge, always hit you with the maximum charge, and then you plead
Right.
out. So that's what
Right.
that was probably going on in their mind. But um, in the if they saw that tape and everything, no, I would not charge them with first degree. I mean, at least second degree. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, at least
Right.
second degree. I don't know why they went straight for first degree if they see that tape. But
And
the
it's
thing
funny you
is,
say that too, Muslim, because my last live stream before this one, it was about the lady in Florida that killed her neighbor. They charged her her initial charge was manslaughter. She didn't get second degree, third degree, nothing. And I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but it was a situation where kids was outside playing. One of the neighbors was complaining. The kids went in the house, told their mother. Their mother went over to the neighbor's house, knocked on the door, and the lady shot her through the door. Now, the prosecutors in Florida only charged her with manslaughter. There's a popular TikToker by the name of Tizzy Entertainment. And when he was breaking it down, he said that prosecutors usually only charge you for what they believe they could prosecute you for. And I said, that's a false statement. They usually, like you just said, they usually put all these crazy charges on you and make you fight and eventually take a plea bargain for what you should have been charged with in the first place. That's usually their tactics. But in that case in Florida, they only charged her with manslaughter. And people didn't understand that. I think my man Muslim went on pause for a second. Yeah, he's on mute. But yeah, y'all, like again, he didn't even catch the early version of the show. He probably didn't even catch the last live stream. And he's telling you, like, yo, that's how prosecutors rock. They'll blitz you with a bunch of charges and have you fighting all these charges through your preliminary hearings, your pretrial hearings, your suppressive hearings, your motions to dismiss this charge, that charge. And by the time you've done all of that, you done paid all this money for attorneys, you done paid all this money for the attorney to file this motion, file that motion. And the whole time you're just really fighting for the charge that they should initially have charged you with in the first place. So when they come at you with the hey, you know what? We'll drop first degree murder. As a matter of fact, we'll drop second degree murder. Take this plea bargain of manslaughter and you'll be out in anywhere between 10 to 20 years.
yeah. So
That's how those things happen.
yeah, but Florida, they got stand your ground. Florida is like, man, it's
Yeah,
crazy. That,
so it's different. It's different. Yeah.
yeah, so shooting it through the door, that's, bro, I gotta see the whole thing. But back to this one, right?
Uh-huh.
the kid, right? So she got out the car, right? She just going in there to get food, and this dude's wild out. So I'm looking at Illinois, right? Is that Chicago, Illinois, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Okay.
yeah, Cook
State.
County.
Yeah, I'm looking at the state, and it's saying that it traveling, right? Transporting, okay. I mean, the way it's talking about transporting is like if she's taking it to the gun, uh, uh that she's going to shoot it to the range, but this here is a little trickier. I'm trying to find it, right? Where is that? She left it in the car, right? I'm not saying that again, I'm happy that she made that mistake. Like I would have never charged her, you know what I'm saying, because it
Right.
saved her life. I think that her life was in danger.
Right.
Okay, but you gotta do if the other family is going to sue her, I think they're going to have a case, even though I wish that they won't have one. I don't think she should pay anything, but again, you're being negligent with the gun. Thank God she was, but that right there, if you are carrying, me, right?
Mhm.
We ain't gonna leave that gun in our car with a 14-year-old.
Mhm.
That just doesn't make any type of sense. And
Right.
this is how it says. It says in Illinois law, carry and conceal law, that if you do leave it in the car, it has to be locked away.
Mm.
You see?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it can't be in the hands of a minor. It can't be, no one could have access to it.
Right.
Now you could. It also says that you could have fast access to it, but it has to be locked away minimum. And if you're going to a gun range, like this is transporting, driving to a gun range, you gotta separate it. The clip can't be in the gun,
Mm.
right? Even though she has a concealed carry permit. But here, she just, honestly, bro, the way that kid was handling that gun,
It was
looks
like
like, bro, he
he
was
had it
holding
all.
it. Yeah, he's rocking that gun. He's rocking it wherever they go. But as long as he's with her.
Right. But all right, so let me ask you this, right? Since we're on the civil part, because I've heard people say, yo, she was only released less than 24 hours before she filed this suit against Cook County, right? And there's people saying, yo, this is a mistake. The prosecutors could still charge you for manslaughter. You don't want to piss them off. To me, I think that this is a good move because she's on offense now. She got the public behind her. She got sympathy behind her. You know what I'm saying? Why not pursue the civil suit right now and put the ball in your court? Now, the prosecutors who's supposed to be on the defense in the first place, they're really on the defense now. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's going to look like, yo, y'all just trying to get payback because she's suing y'all.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Why would she do that? I was like, yeah. When I see this, I was like, man, why is she playing with fire like that? I was like, what the hell is wrong with her? Just walk
So,
away.
so you thinking she should just walk away, even though
Yeah, she ain't supposed to go.
even though she was defending herself, and even though because again, you just said it. You just said it. You said the well, now I don't want to call him the victim, but the guy that got killed, his family got grounds for a lawsuit against her.
Yes, I think
So
that. Yeah, because she was negligent with the gun. Yeah.
right. So again, all right. So why should she wait for everybody to? Why should she wait for the prosecutors to file the right charges, if any, against her? And why should she wait for the other people's family to file a civil suit against her? Why don't she go on offense right now?
Okay, but here's the thing. A civil suit is gonna come from my man's family. Okay.
Right.
Okay. To her now, why is she suing the county, the prosecutors, right? Because she's saying they made a mistake, they locked her up. Okay, what damage was done? Did you post a bail? No. All they did was fingerprint you, book you, and then rip everything up and let you go. Like
Because
what?
because in the press conference they said, yo, she should have never been charged. She should have never spent a day in jail. She should have
Oh,
never been, put in a negative light because they're saying that she was only defending herself. And if the investigators would have did their job in the first place, even because I just broke down the whole process. The investigators take the evidence to the prosecutors take it to a judge, and arrest warrant is put out. They go through an arraignment, all of that, because she got arraigned. Her bail was $3 million.
Yeah, $3 million.
But it wasn't until after the public outcry, because the public saw the videos all over social media, and the prosecutor said, "Yo, let's just let this one go." You know what I'm saying? That's
Listen,
what she's saying.
listen. First of all, people get locked up, bro, for years, and sometimes they only get like $50,000 or something. You know what I'm saying? What's she looking for? What you only did a day? They took a picture of you.
Again, that's easy. That's easy for us to say that, because we didn't go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dude, she just went. Look what she just went through. She just got punched in the face.
By who?
By
the prosecutor?
No,
By
no,
the-
no,
by
no.
the state?
By the dude. But again,
Okay.
she's a taxpayer, bro. Shouldn't the law be working for her? Shouldn't everything work for her if the
It did
investigators
work for her.
But
The
she had,
law worked
but
for
she
her.
had to spend the night in jail.
Okay, how much you want?
What you mean? How much I want? What you mean? How much I
10,000?
want? I want justice. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? I don't know.
all
I
right,
don't know what she want. I
what's
don't know how much
justice?
money she want.
Okay, what she want? 10,000, 5,000? Well, that's what she's going to sue for.
Muslim. Let's not play. Let's not play because
Well, how much you think
if
she's going to get?
we don't know. We don't know.
Oh,
She can
bro,
get millions. She can get millions, bro. Her name, her reputation, everything.
No, bro, no.
Come on,
Nothing
man.
happened to her. Think about it. It
Nothing.
always goes
Nothing.
to the
No,
damage.
no, it don't. Listen, bro.
It goes to the damage that's caused.
They don't just lock people up right
All right,
away
check.
without girl and that. Yo,
Okay.
all right. So hold on.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Look, let me
George
just
Zimmerman,
get this out.
George Zimmerman was arrested right away.
Look, let me just get this out real quick, okay? If she's got PTSD, God forbid she doesn't. Let's just say she does for 2 weeks or whatever, all right? And the kid got PTSD, whatever, you know what I mean? Because he killed, he shot at him. I doubt it the way he was, the way he was. But if she's got it, it's not because she's laid 1 day in jail. It's not because they took her picture and they fingerprinted her. It has nothing to do with what the prosecutors and the police officers did. It's what she went through.
So you saying that she ain't got no case civilly?
No, look, you always got to look at the damage that was done when you're suing. The way they're going to look at it is they're going to see, okay, what she got PTSD. She's been in jail for what? Okay, she probably got stabbed in jail. Add all that up, yeah. But here,
No, it don't work that way, Muslim. Stop.
No, what I'm saying is, if she was wrongfully held,
just the same way you just broke down how the negligence, the prosecutors was negligent also.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm saying to you, they didn't put her in jail. Well, okay, it would have been.
They put her in jail. What you mean they put her in jail? She was in
No,
jail. She had
right?
$3
No,
million
what I'm saying
on
to
her head.
what I'm saying to you, she wasn't stuck in there for 2 years, right? Trying to beat this case and couldn't make a $3 million bail. Now she's got a case, but you went in and out, bro. Like what the hell?
She didn't go in and out. What you mean? Like she had a bell. She had a bell. She was already in there. You ain't gonna get in front of an arraignment judge for at least 12 to 18 hours, bro. She spent at least 2 days in jail.
Oh, okay, let's give her 3 days.
Let's give her 3 days.
Okay, well, how much she wants a day? Like what the fuck? Like what?
I mean, whatever. Listen, dude. I don't know the numbers of what they're going for. You know what I'm saying? If you saying that she's not going to get much, okay, whatever. But the fact is that she's suing him. That she's putting the ball in her court. I fuck with it. That's what she's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she
and
can do that.
especially if you got railroad. I don't care if it is 3 days or 3 years. She got railroad, bro.
But think about it now. All right. Okay. You know how cases, right? Right now, it's out there. Everybody knows about it. Bro, there's shootings all the time, everywhere. And this here is just going to be on the back burner. Everybody's going to forget about it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to forget about it eventually, but
Yeah.
Trust
Okay.
me. Right. And again, imagine if she would have tried to do this shit 4, 5, 6, 7 months from now. You know what I'm saying? It would have been like, you're not there. Well, nobody cared about you. They would have been feeling how you feeling today. You only spent 3 days in jail. You coming back here a year later looking for some money. Get out of here.
Okay.
This shit is fresh. This is fresh on the public's mind. Do you know the power of the internet? The power of the internet got her free. Because when that video went viral, when everybody seen that man punching on her, that got her free.
Okay, right. So now think about that. Okay,
Uh-huh.
now they could always bring up charges on her.
Right, right. I know that. I understand that
Okay,
part.
so now
Now you got them on
that
the defense
case,
now.
that civil case, you know how long it's gonna be in court before they settle out?
It don't
Let-
matter. It
Let's
don't
say that.
matter.
Okay,
It
let's
don't
say they
matter.
sue her for 5 million, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, they whatever they offer her, she's gonna take it. She's gotta take it because there's no damage done to her.
Okay, okay,
Nothing
okay,
happened to
okay,
her.
okay. So
Now,
let's say
look, let's
they
say
sue
she
for
broke
five
her.
million, but they only give her a half a million. They give her 500,000, right? Not only
No,
that, not what you think, 50,000?
I think less than that. I think
Okay,
probably
whatever.
like
Let's say
25,000.
25,000. All right.
Yeah, 25.
Let's say all right, they only give her 25,000, but see you missing the whole picture, right? She got the public on her side right now. Right
Yeah.
now.
And then she beat the criminal case because the
But what
charges.
no no but like you said, they could always charge her for manslaughter. They could always
Yeah, they
charge
could
her for
always,
second
yeah,
degree
they could bring
murder.
up the
Right.
charges. Yeah.
They could bring up the charges. How would it look? How would it look now if they do it now that she's suing them? Like, oh, they're the public's automatically gonna be like, yo, like,
Well,
so
the
y'all
way they're
was
gonna
wrong.
do it, the way they're gonna do it is say new information came, like they did in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, of course they're gonna say new information came, but
Yeah.
again, the court of public opinion is playing so huge of a role right now that
Yes.
the prosecutors already backpedaling. Why not put them on their back pockets? They
Yeah.
backpedaling.
Yeah, but this case is gonna drag out, bro. I'm telling you. Right now, she's on that wave. Okay, two,
Yeah,
3 weeks from now, it's gonna crash, and nobody's gonna even
right,
remember this.
right. But you know what will remind everybody if they try to throw charges on her, and that
No, but
they don't want they're gonna want Muslim.
but
They're
she's
gonna want
bringing it on herself. If
no
that's the
she's not no
case,
she's not no she's not. They're
why?
going to give her because look, they want the case to go away so they could. You saying that they want you? So let me ask you this, right?
It,
Are you saying that if she didn't sue them, that the prosecutors would have just let this ride? She would.
yeah, yeah.
Nah,
Why? That's it. It's done. Listen. Okay.
you cannot put your life
o-
in their hands. You got to take
Okay.
control at some point, right?
o-
So all right, so even with the threat of them actually being able to prosecute her, throw new charges on her, and in the words of new information just came about, right? Now they do that now. If they do that now, people gonna call them bullshit. They gonna ain't bullshitting, bro. Like,
It's not
but
worth it though.
what you mean it's
Right
not
now,
worth it?
because I'm saying to you, is look, man, you okay? If there was negligence or anything or whatever, okay, fine. Just walk away, man. Walk away because look, you still have the tape, like you say. It's still good. It's still going to be recorded, right? So if they ever bring up the charges again, you're going to play the tape, get sympathy or whatever. Look, why are they going to drop the case, right? Charge her, then drop it, and then recharge her. Why? I don't understand. Especially if she just lets it go. Just that's it. Like, why are you trying to sue them for just
O-
being locked up for 2 days? Why?
Okay,
I don't
okay,
get it.
okay, okay,
No
okay.
damage was
So
done.
and
So
her,
just walk away. And now these
you
prosecutors,
discounting the
bro,
fact
they got
though,
so many cases lined up. Why are they gonna go after her?
bro. That's silly.
She's
That's
making
yo.
them go after her now.
That's
That's the way I'm
silly.
seeing
Yo,
it.
you hear what you saying? You saying what you're saying is this, right? Because you're completely ignoring the fact that she believes that she had every right to do for the way the thing happened for her son with the gun. She feels as though that was an act of self defense.
Yes, again.
She don't see that she
Yeah.
did anything wrong. So for you to sit up here and say, all right, yeah, she didn't do nothing wrong, but she should just let that go. That's a weak mentality.
Oh,
You
wait a
you
minute. No,
cannot
no,
fight
she
back,
did.
bro. You cannot allow somebody to just get it off on you like that and think that they're not going to be able to do it again. Because if they seen you turn the other cheek the first time, you think they're going to think you soft. Like, oh, we could run amok on her now. Now we could charge her with what we want to charge her with, and we're going to get her to plea out with some shit. Like, come on, bro, you cannot have
Well, but
that.
listen,
That
the
makes
thing.
people weak.
But
Like
here's the thing.
that's a weak mentality.
What I'm trying to explain to you is this, right? Okay, why would they go back after her? For what? Like for what? It doesn't make any type of sense for them to go after her after they
Okay.
drop the case, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Because look, now they flip. Look, if you flip flop one time, it's good. But look, they charged her, They let her
So
go. To recharge her would be looking like these people. What, you rookies? You just came on the job. You don't know what you're doing. Okay,
exactly.
so I'm
How they looked
saying,
the first time? How they looked the first time when they overcharged her?
but
You
that's fine.
overcharged.
The first time is fine. Look, they
How is
charged
it
her.
fine? That's not fine.
No, what I'm
These are
saying to you, that that
seasoned
happens.
prosecutors. No. These are seasoned prosecutors that know the law. They know the law. They know what they could do. They know what they can't do. They're
Right, right.
obviously taking advantage of people when they overcharge them. So
Okay, okay,
why not punish them for doing wrong?
okay,
Why
but
should we let that slide?
okay, punish them. All right. When you say punish, right, you have to take into consideration the damage that was done to you. What was done to her, bro? That's
So
what I'm trying to explain to
so
you.
right. So
What
she
is
getting
it that
punched
he
in the face.
happened?
She went to jail for getting punched in the face and her son saving her life.
Okay,
So you saying nothing happened? You
that had
saying
no to
nothing happened to
say.
this woman? You saying nothing happened to this woman? She
No,
got punched in the face. Her
uh-huh.
son had to go to jail. Like, come on, bro.
Okay,
You
well,
said
hold on a
nothing
second.
happened to
Hold
this
on.
woman. She's
Wait,
not a
wait, hold on
victim.
a second. Hold on a second.
Like,
Who
people be
punched her in
saying
the
crazy
face?
shit.
Who punched her
Yo,
in the face?
so
This the
again,
prosecutors
right,
or this
right.
my man? And then look,
Okay. So the
what did he get for
prosecutors,
punching her in the face?
so the
What he
prosecutors. So
got?
let me ask you that. You believe the prosecutors was doing their job?
In the beginning, what they did was, this is what they did. They seen that, I think this is what happened. They seen that she left the gun in the car. Okay, they seen that the kid, I don't know if he seen from the car his mother getting harassed, grabbed the gun and came out. Either way, that gun, if it's not on you, on your persons, I'm reading it, I didn't get into it too well. If it's not on your persons, it has to be locked away. That's it. It's that simple. That's it. Now,
If
my
the,
man
if the
has it with
prosecutors did a good job, they would have never just
no.
dropped the charges.
No, but that's the thing. After the public outcry came and said, "Wow, well, listen, how you gonna charge her? Look, this guy's beating her up like a man." Okay, fine, drop the charges, fine, no problem. Now, what do you take precedent? Are you gonna take her just making this mistake, breaking this little law where she's supposed to pay a penalty for her life? No, I'm gonna side with her life. I want her to live.
It's crazy as cat shit, dude. Yo,
You
you
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
No, I
No.
don't. No, I don't.
Okay, but anyway, look here. Now, what
that
I'm saying
sounds
to you,
silly. That sounds silly, Muslim. That sounds
okay,
silly. If the
wait, okay.
prosecutors did a good job in the beginning, they would have. If they felt as though they did the right thing, they would have never let her go. They know they fucked up. They know they fucked up. The
No.
only thing is they're trying to cover. They're trying to make up for how they fucked up by releasing her, and they want her to just say, "Yo, just be happy with just being released.
All right,
Don't try to punish us. Don't try to make us look bad. Just be happy that we're releasing you because people are starting to see the bullshit that we've been doing. Come on, Muslims. Stop.
All right. Well, let me ask you
Stop.
something.
Stop.
Let me ask you something. Then let me ask you
Okay.
something.
Uh-huh.
Now, did she right? Did she? Do you think that she was negligent with her gun? Do you think that she was careless?
I think she was negligent. Okay. It depends. It depends. Like I said, to me, her initial motivation was just to go in there and get some food.
Okay, right. I'm asking you now. Okay, you
Okay.
have a licensed gun. You have a
Uh-huh.
permit to conceal carry.
People do it
right?
all the time, Muslim. People do it all the
Okay.
time. People
Now you
go
got your
to the car.
14-year-old son with you. Okay.
Okay.
When you're not carrying popcorn, you're not carrying a taser or some
Okay.
mace. You're carrying a gun, bro.
You're looking for a reason to say that she did something wrong and the
No,
prosecutor
I'm
did
not. I'm
something
not
wrong.
saying. Look,
Like, dude,
even if
like,
she
come
did, I
on,
would
man.
have looked it over. I don't care about that.
All
I'm
right,
trying to say to you.
okay. So if you again, okay, you're a bail bondsman, a seasoned prosecutor, seen everything how you just seen it. How come they didn't charge her correctly?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying
Okay.
to. Look, I don't
So
know. I don't.
let me
We
ask you
don't
this.
know everything.
No. Well, let me ask you a better question.
Right.
With your evidence, from how you just broke it down with the leaving the gun in the car and being negligent, would you
Uh-huh.
charge her for first-degree murder from your expertise level?
Let me see now. No, not first degree. No.
Okay then. So, in your opinion, did the prosecutors make a mistake?
They did what they always do.
No, it's yes or no.
There's a seasoned prosecutor
Yeah, they
would
do what they
charge her
always
to the
do.
max.
And they railroad people that way, don't they?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay then. So
Yeah.
from the rip, the prosecutors is being deceitful. They're being
No, that's their job, bro.
no. So their job is to deceive people.
No. Well, yeah. Well, of course, man. Prosecutors,
Okay.
they're
And so that makes them right.
no. What? Listen, no, I don't
So
believe in
doing
these
your
damn
job, so
laws.
you can do your job could be. Listen, we really got to stop doing that. We got to stop saying, oh, they're just doing their job. So anybody could apply for a job to completely just, do as much harm to people as possible, and we just justify it with saying, oh, it's just their job. What? They
Yeah,
need to get rid of that job. Then that
yeah,
job
they
should be
do. Yeah.
illegal. That job
No,
should be
no.
illegal.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just telling you with
Yo.
my experience. That's what they do.
You just tried to justify it and say, well, they're doing their job. What?
No, listen. What I'm trying to
No,
say
you're
is
wrong.
that
They're wrong.
these no. Listen to me. Okay, maybe my tone of voice is making you think something different.
No, dude. You
I'm
just trying
saying
to
to you
justify
is
them by saying it was their job.
look. I'm saying to you, these crooks in suits, these people, that's their
Right.
job. To fuck you
So,
over,
so,
bro.
so that makes that right.
No, I'm not saying that makes that right. I'm saying to you is the game is rigged. Is against
Okay,
you.
okay. So
That's
again,
it.
so let's stop looking at the glass half full and look at the whole picture. Let's look at the whole thing here, right? The root of the problem, right? Because if they charged her correctly and said, we're not going to charge her for murder because but there was some laws broken and we have to uphold those laws.
Negligence.
And
I would have charged her.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so charge her for negligence.
Yes,
You know what I'm
that's what I
saying?
would have did.
And,
Yeah.
and then even when people see the video, like, listen, it's just the law. You know what I'm saying? It's just the law. It is what it is.
Yes.
But the prosecutors knew from the rip that they was trying to fuck this woman over.
Yeah,
and they
because
needed
they're
to fuck her.
seasoned crooks. They're
Right.
seasoned
So
prosecutors. Yeah.
why are we mad? Why are we upset that she's holding them accountable?
Because
Like,
I'm just
it makes
saying,
no
why
sense.
waste
It
your
makes no
time?
sense.
You're not gonna get no
Waste your
money.
time? What you mean waste your time?
You're not getting no money.
Money isn't everything. Money isn't everything. Maybe,
But that's
maybe,
what she
maybe,
wants,
but,
though.
but listen though. Maybe something like this would straighten up the prosecutors so more people don't get railroaded. You know what I'm saying? See, we just look at that from a money aspect. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I agree with you. The chances of an evil person turning good is, you know what I'm saying? But it
Yeah.
happens. But it happens though. She could, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, shorty, like, you can't be prosecuting people like this. You're making us look bad. Maybe the higher ups will probably step in and say, yo, listen, you can't keep doing this shit. You gotta start like really doing some things about a book because they're looking at us now. This internet is powerful. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
see exactly
that's
what
how-
you're saying.
That's how you start turning things that was evil at one point and you start pushing it in the right direction. You just can't keep letting shit slide. You keep letting shit slide, motherfuckers gonna keep punching you in your face.
No, I think what you're saying is first of all, to change the laws and the attitude of prosecutors, all that you have to lobby, you have to get everything like the bail reform.
But it's in the right
It
direction.
was lobbied. It was
Okay,
people went and they paid for it. They said, look, these
got
these
active.
bails that are set, they're unjust. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that started. Look, when it dropped, it started 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this could be the start right here. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep telling people to let shit slide. You can't keep doing that because if you keep letting, nothing changes.
Okay, look, if she was stuck in there, right? If she was stuck in there for more, like let's say 6 months, and then she beat the case and she came out, now she's looking at real money.
Bro,
I'm just saying it's just too petty.
About it, bro. You making excuses about something that is just crazy. All right, listen. All right, so let's just agree on some points, right? All right. So do we agree that she was overcharged?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. And on a legal standpoint, she was negligent. From a legal standpoint.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mike, from a moral standpoint, I think some people are satisfied with the outcome.
Hell yeah.
But from a legal perspective, if you want to just get technical, yeah, it was neglection. But
yeah.
But okay. From a prosecuting standpoint.
He could take that and run with it.
They got called out, right? They got called out for it.
Yeah, that's what they did. They
Right.
took it and they ran with it. And then,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? After they
Right.
seen the tapes and all that, they came back. But
Nah, they've
like
been
right
seeing
now,
the tapes. They've been seeing the tapes. That's the thing. That's the thing. Let's not play these games and act like, oh, they just got word of the bull punching on her from the viral videos. No,
well, that's how they say it. But that's probably how
no,
they're playing it to the public, right?
we know that's bullshit though, right?
Yeah, that's bullshit. Of course.
They,
Yeah.
they knew everything. How they know more of the story than what we know. They know
Yeah.
how the
Yes.
argument started. They know
Yeah.
what sparked this whole confrontation and what it led to. They know all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the viral video is what put them under pressure. And now they're like, oh, we got to fix this. We can't do it the usual way we do it when we're the crooks in the suits. We got to go by the book. So
Imagine.
let's try to sweep this under the rug. And you're saying that the best move that Miss I forgot her name, that
Hood.
Miss Hood, instead of Miss Hood, jumping out and filing a lawsuit, she should have just walked away and let bygones be bygones.
Because there's just no damage, bro. Just that she's not gonna get anything. That's all I'm saying.
How do you know?
Risk,
How do you know?
risk versus the reward.
How do you know?
Well, that's the thing. I gotta go by what I'm seeing, right? You know, like let's say, for example, when she was in there, something happened to her. A guard raped her. Okay, now you got something. And then after he raped her, she fell and she cracked her head. Okay, you got something, but to get rewarded from a civil suit, they're gonna look at the damage that's
You're
done,
looking
bro.
at the glass half full. You're looking at the glass half full.
Okay,
we're talking Chicago. We're talking Cook County. So many people claim it's just unhumane there. You know what I'm saying? And people like to blame it on the government. People like to blame it on the gangs, whatever. Everybody is playing dirty out there, dude. Everybody's playing dirty out there, obviously.
So
you're telling me that? Go ahead.
Go ahead. So what? Her rights was violated, right? This what's she suing exactly for? Because that's what I probably got to look at.
Well, we was just looking at the press conference. Apparently, she's saying that her lawyer is saying that she should have never been arrested.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. She should have never been arrested. She should have never been charged. Nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So all right. So negligence on the prosecutor's side for charging her when she never went to jail. Okay, fine. How long she was in jail? They're gonna look at that. Anything happened to her in jail? No. Okay. Was her civil rights? Was her rights violated as a U.S. citizen? That's probably what they're gonna look into too. And other things. I don't know. I just gotta see what they're talking about.
It could be civil rights violations. We never know. But again, just looking at the reward as far as from like a compensation aspect of it is like really looking at it half full. Obviously, these prosecutors is that comfortable to overcharge people on a regular basis. I mean, and that's the saddest part about this.
Yeah, imagine there was no tape. Imagine they didn't get that.
Imagine there's no tape. Yeah. There's no tape. There's no nothing. We don't know how many people are sitting in those Cook County prisons. And first of all, when they overcharge you, that means you got a high, expensive bail. Again, we're on the line with a bail bondsman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got
they hit it with $3 million. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Even at 2%, that's 300,000. Like that's hard.
Yeah, 300,000 for her to get out. But the thing is, look, if they give you a bail, right? They're not seeking a death
comfortable
penalty.
would you be paying? I want to ask you that before we get off topic. As a bail bondsman, how comfortable would you be like to pay a $3 million bail? Because y'all front the money, right?
Yeah, no, her. Yeah, hell yeah, she's a good bail. That's her son. They're not going nowhere.
Okay.
Like she's born and raised here. Hell yeah,
what's the highest amount you ever posted for somebody?
1.5.
1.5. Was you scared?
1.5. It was manslaughter. Two charges, manslaughter.
2 manslaughter charges. Was you comfortable?
Yeah.
Like how did you?
He had money. Yeah, hell yeah. I knew him. I knew who he was.
Okay. So he had a lot of assets to cover if he.
Yeah. His family's rich.
Okay, cool.
He wasn't going nowhere.
So everything worked itself out.
Yeah.
Did it ever get ugly for you?
He ended up dying. He did an overdose.
Wow. Was it ever an ugly situation for you where you paid a high amount and you got stiffed a little bit?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah,
Like
all
how
the time.
give me a memorable time, like one that you was like, like did you ever go into a situation like where you was hesitating? Like you was like, I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? And then
No,
you
no,
end up
that
getting burned.
no. Bail bonds is a little different than that. It's either you're sure of it, and then you get hit with a left hook when he doesn't show up to court, and now he's screwing over his family, and then we gotta, okay. For example, let's say
So y'all gonna get your
500.
shit. Y'all gonna get your shit regardless, basically.
Right, but it's not going to be worth it for us to go through all that trouble, because
Right.
look, we got two properties that are $500,000. Okay, two of them, right, and they got equity in them. That's 250, and he runs. Now we got the lien already. Now we got to go get the civil judgment. Now we got to sell it, and then we got to get, then the bank takes their money, we take our money. And what if they stop paying on their taxes? It's like it's a lot of things that work into it. We are quickly, and then we got to pay the bounty hunters. So if this guy runs, we're probably just gonna break out losing the 10%. If he paid it, maybe he'll come out on a payment plan. It's like there's a lot of things that go into it, but we never want a forfeiture like that, bro. $500,000. No, but here I hurt. I remember 150,000. That hurt us. 150,000. That hurt when the dude just came to give us $6,000, and the
Damn.
house that had only like $10,000 of equity, they just bought it.
Damn.
But why? This I don't know why he ran. He's from here. His aunt, uncle, the whole family, born here. I was like, damn, just what I mean. He was only doing like probably 8 years. Why you running? That came from left field. I was like, damn, it's crazy, but that's how
Yeah.
it is with some people.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine, man. That had to have been like, a real interesting business. We're gonna have to chop it up about that too, bro. I think I talked to you
Yeah,
about
definitely. Yeah, definitely,
we're gonna
man.
definitely have to chop
Man,
it
we
out.
talked before. We talked a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah, but no, we really got to get in depth to it because I know there's a lot of like these laws, man. I know they fucking y'all over with these no
Hell
cash
yeah.
bails and shit like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, like the game is changing, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like even with this situation, bro, the power of the internet. Because I question a lot of things on the internet because some things be skits and some people tell you that, oh, yeah, this is a skit, but then some it's never been on no serious stuff like this. But I seen one video where the dude was trying to pick up his daughter at her graduation, and she was like, the baby mom was out there snapping on him in front of everybody, but it turned out it wasn't a real thing. It was just a skit being played out. But
Yeah, that happens. Yep. Because on the
yeah,
internet, you can do whatever the hell you want.
you do whatever the hell you want. But
Yeah.
the internet is so powerful when a
Yes.
case like this happens.
Yeah.
Some shit that we probably would have never heard about unless we was in that like immediate area. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This
Yep.
shit
And
then
now,
reached across the country, and
okay, now
everybody's
look what happened for Polite. Now it's in the
right,
reverse, right?
right. Mm-hmm.
It's fucking them, right? Then it screwed them over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody found out. So, oh, you this, you that, you this, that. And now he copped out to what? Did you see what he copped out to or no?
I seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but
Did he? Well, how much he copped out to? You know the time or no? I didn't see.
no, I didn't see the time, but I saw the charges that he copped out to.
What did he
You know,
copped out?
well, I guess that relationship with that 14-year-old.
But what he
I don't
copped
know.
out to
I don't know if it was
the
the
degrees
R
and
word. I don't know what degree. I don't know about none of that. So I don't want to
okay.
put no stuff in. But he did take a plea deal, and it was related to that case.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember when that case first got brought out, it was like completely denying it. People trying to set him up. That's what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
But now you copping out, and it's like, huh? Like, well, what were you doing around this person? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
And,
yeah,
and
like try to think about stuff like that. You really
yeah.
do. I don't. But again, I don't know the whole facts of the case. You know what I'm saying? Again, when we look at we was just talking about it with the prosecutors. You know what I'm saying? We broke it down. You actually broke it down earlier, where they put these high charges on you. It's like a game with them, right?
Yeah.
Because let's say this, right? Because I remember one time I got hit with a little bit of overcharges, and first thing my lawyer did was come in there and say, "Yo, we're gonna get this, that, and that thrown out because at best you should only be charged with this. You know what I'm saying? So again, go through the preliminary, some things get dropped. All right, cool. Suppressive hearing, pre-trial motions. You know what I'm saying? By the time we got to the actual trial, like day before the trial, they was offering me the deal that my lawyer told me that they should have only charged me for. So they wanted me to cop out to all these, F3s and F1s that they should have never charged me for in the first place and say, well, yeah, you could cop out to this right here. And you know what I'm saying? And you you think it's like they're doing you a favor. They're doing something right now. Like, okay,
Yeah.
but see, you didn't went through your preliminary. With people don't understand that you done already went through your arraignments, your preliminaries, your pre-trial motions. You done went through all that. If they would have charged you with that initially, by the time you get to the trial, you would have known exactly where your case was at. So then you could make a decision rather or not you want to take a deal or not. But if they're going to hit you and have you jump over all these hurdles, and then when you think you at the finish line, they're going to put you like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
and if
like,
you don't have a lawyer, you're screwed because
yeah,
they ain't gonna get them the other charges dropped. Not
right,
all of them.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's a mental game, and it costs you money too. You spending dollars. Man, listen, I just did an interview with the boy Johnny Kane and I don't know if you know, that's Milano's dad, Meek Mill baby mom. And he gave me a lot of interesting game about, how he beat all those cases and whatnot. And, I soaked it all up. But at the end of the day, you're really playing a dangerous game when you're dealing with the law, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Brock. I see two people, right? They come in with the same exact charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say possession attempt to strip 1,000 feet, right? My
Mm-hmm.
man that has a lawyer, first of all, he goes first, and then he'll get like a 25,000. Let's say, okay, they both black, born and raised in the city. All their families there,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and they're just turned 19, whatever. If the man that got the lawyer, he'll probably get like a $25,000 bail. The one that don't have a lawyer will probably get a $50,000 bail with no 10, meaning you got to go to a bail bonds. The one that with the lawyer get a 25,000 with a 10. Now you could just give them 2,500, and then he gets it back when he goes to court. Now he has a lawyer. That's collateral. Like that goes to the lawyer. See, what you do is just say lawyer's charging $5,000. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you give him 2,500. You say, okay, now when I go in or whatever, when the case is done, you could just take this 2,500.
Right. I did that before too. Like, yeah, you get to keep the bail money. I did that plenty of times.
Right. So, and the lawyers know that's coming to him, so that because you
Right.
never pay a lawyer upfront everything he wants. Never.
No,
Yeah.
hell no.
Actually, you never even pay him everything. To be honest with you.
No, you pay the retainer. Some of them. I had a lawyer that was trying to charge me per appearance, per motion, per everything. Like he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yo, just give me a set rate. He was like, well, this case is a little bit, complicated. I might have to do a little bit more work, so I'd rather just go on a day by day basis. Yeah, I don't understand why he worked like that. But then me thinking back to it, it's kind of smart because niggas done stiffed over a lot of lawyers.
It depends. That sounds like he was probably busy. Like he probably didn't want to entertain you that much. Like he had a lot of things probably going on because
No, that's how he get down. Apparently, that's how he
yeah,
get down. That's
yeah,
'cause
but
I know other people that fuck. I was referred to him by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I mean that's
trust me,
something.
it's a business. It's a money making. Think
Yeah.
about this, right? If he's saying he could take on my whole case, from my preliminary to my trial for 20,000, right?
Mhm.
But he'll say, all right, I want 5,000 for the. He could say something crazy like, I want 10,000 for the preliminary.
No, 5,000 before anything. Yeah, you got to if it's 20 grand, you got to give him 5,000. No. Before he lifts a pen for you or before he a phone, you're gonna give him $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now he takes the case.
Yeah, now he takes the
Now
case, right?
when they go to court, he's gonna be looking at you. All right, let's say it's 2 weeks. Okay, he'll let you slide for there. Then the next time you go to court, he's gonna want money.
No. I'm telling you, dude didn't even work like that. I'm telling you, every time he did something, he was looking for money. That was his game.
per hour. You're saying,
something like that. But it'll
but
be
like
like this, right? It'll be like this for you want me to do your preliminary, for the
the
arraignment,
arraignment,
get
yeah,
the bell
500.
signed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like $2,000 for that. All right, you want me to come to your preliminary? You got to send me 5,000 before that date, or I won't even show up. You know what
Nah,
I'm
he
saying?
crazy as hell.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
yeah,
Then
he's milking
then
it.
after that, he's like, well, we didn't get the case dropped, so yeah, we got to go to trial. That's going to be 10 more thousand. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So yeah, like that's how he play. That's how. I don't want to put the nigga name out there, but if I say his name, all the Philly niggas gonna know who I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
no, you don't put him out there.
Yeah,
No,
everybody
but
gonna know what I'm talking. But again, me being older and understanding business now, that's just his business practice. He's getting every single thing he get like for his time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's fucked up, but I respect it though because
yeah,
I seen worse. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. But I think the other way is better if you get a retainer and you got the
Right,
numbers set out and all that. I think it's
right,
better that way. But who knows? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Lawyers,
Oh, yeah.
lawyers, man,
I
they
trust me, I
they
didn't even want to trust
prosecutors.
the nigga. I wouldn't even trust that nigga after that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I heard he was real good, for real. But if you had the paper to really, and to me, it felt like me being older now. I'm gonna tell you that it felt like he the type of motherfucker that could beat a case at a preliminary, but he would milk it to a trial just to get more money out of you. Like that's the type of dude he is. He could get the case thrown out at the preliminary. He can get the case, thrown out before trial, but he's going to drag you to all the way through to the finish line and just cut the cord. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even trust nobody like that.
yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, especially if you know the law. But the thing is with these lawyers, man, it all depends on who they know. Actually, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
about good. Good is when they go to trial. Like if you need a lawyer that's good, it's just a lawyer that's a trial lawyer. But other ones is just routine. It's just routine shit. That's it. They
Yeah,
show their faces, and that's it. The courts respect you for having that lawyer, and if he's popular and he knows the prosecutor well, it's just who you know. That's all.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just who
definitely.
you know. That's it.
Yeah. But no, I mean you got some lawyers who know like they got the loopholes. They know they know all that shit. They'll tell you like they know when somebody's overcharging you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get all that shit done before it even go. They'll put in paperwork, have a judge reconsider these charges that's being filed against you. And you might get dragged to the preliminary, but even at the preliminary, he making sure all the unnecessary charges get dropped from right there. No more pre-trial motions, nothing. We only going to
Yeah,
trial for this charge right here. That's it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. Like what they do is sometimes like they play ball with people's lives and shit. Like
Yeah,
if
exactly.
he's getting 5,000 and then he knows he's gonna get screwed over with one guy, he'll be like, all right, take him. He's making a lot of money on this guy, so he'll go to prosecutor. If they good relationship, be like, yo, you hook me up with this one. Like they talk behind the scenes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. All day, all
Yeah.
day.
So
And
yeah.
trust
So
me,
what they do? Yeah, they'll get you a
any lawyer,
minimum plea.
any lawyer that would ever tell me, "Oh, this is a guaranteed win," I wouldn't go with. Like, cause it's like, nah, I
Well,
don't know.
he could guarantee you a bail. Yeah, he could guarantee you a bail, and he'll probably like say, yeah, I could get you probably a 3 with a 5, and probably a 5 flat. Yeah, things like that he could say. But a win, no, you can't get it outright dismissed because,
Yeah,
yeah,
never know
I
how this
mean,
shit.
it depends on the charges and shit.
Man, look, I had a lawyer tell me one time. He's like, man, I was the best man in the DA's wedding, all this shit. This judge, yeah, I know this judge. We had dinner a few times. And you just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey Nick, come on,
yeah,
man. Why are we even going
yeah,
to trial then? Why don't you just call him up right now and say, yo, let this nigga slide? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, come on, man. If you that close to this shit, then yeah, we ain't even gotta go to court then, right?
yeah.
Like,
He's selling you a bridge. Yeah, he's
yeah,
bullshitting.
yeah, he's selling you bullshit, bro. But I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
it is what
bullshitting.
it is, man. I respect the fuck out of that shit, man. I respect
Yeah,
the fuck out of it
yeah,
because
they
it's
hustlers, man.
yeah, they
Yeah, they
hustle,
hustlers. Yeah. But
they
they
hustling.
crooks though, bro. They crooks, man.
The whole
I
the
mean,
whole
the
system, but it's
laws,
the whole system. Though it's just not the lawyers. It's the whole entire shebang.
the whole system, yeah. We need
Yeah,
law. We need everything reform, not just bail reform. We need everything reform, bro. It's
but
crazy, man.
it
The
is,
money
bro.
beats the system.
Yeah, Well,
You
look,
got
man, I'm
money.
about to get up off of here, bro. I've been
All
on here
right,
for a
brother,
minute.
man. It's nice
I
talking to
appreciate
you,
you
bro.
coming through too, man. We got to do this more often, man. I like shit like this. I like
Yeah,
legal shit.
yeah,
For real, bro.
definitely, man. Plus, I miss talking to you, bro. We used to always chop it up, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When I want to really talk some real shit, I'll be over here with it. Like, I leave the TV shit over there. You know what I'm saying?
All
But
right, all
yeah,
right,
man.
bro.
But yeah, just tap in, man. And whenever you see me live. All right.
Yeah, if anything, shoot me a text, whatever.
All right. No problem, bro. Salam alaikum.
All right, alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Peace, brother.
No problem, bro. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up off of here, man. We've been on here for a minute. I appreciate everybody that came through. Check this out. Make sure you like the live, share the live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, man. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace.